Ladies and gentlemen, some Epstein cannibals and pedophiles in Europe are attacking UN Special Rapporteur, Madame Francesca Albanese, for saying that Israel is the enemy of humanity. I call those people cannibals and pedophiles because to me, that is what all leaders who stand with Israel are. All these leaders who are enslaved to Israel so clearly, but they think that people do not see how weak and in shackles they actually are when it comes to Israel. Now they want to bark at people because they think they are God to decide what should or shouldn't be said or declared by a human rights lawyer or by anyone for that matter. Nobody takes you clowns seriously anymore. You think you're hiding all the shackles on you as slaves of Israel and all the manipulation and outright disinformation that you have been ordered by Israel to tell people, your own population. My question to these emasculated sloths is, what do you call a country that is committing crimes against humanity? A friend of humanity or an enemy of humanity? Please let us know, before we also start declaring you as the idiots of humanity. Let us also know what to call a dark entity that is instigating the stifling of people's rights and freedoms all over Europe and America, just because the monsters want to continue killing children undisturbed. They want to steal the country of their victims, and they want to walk scot-free from committing a brutal modern-day Holocaust against their victims. For the record, support for Israel that is based on religion is support that is based on dangerous and diagnosed extremist religious and racial hatred. Racist apartheid, which Israel practices, is officially designated as a crime against humanity in the UN Charter. Ethnic cleansing, which Israel has been practicing for 80 years, is also a crime against humanity. Mass daily torture of 10,000 Palestinian hostages held by Israel in Auschwitz-style death camps is a crime against humanity in and of itself. In fact, the entire heinous genocide in Gaza is a crime against the universe, all living creatures combined. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no more listening to the attempts at intimidation by European monsters who are possibly under insidious Israeli blackmail and are forced to channel Israeli propaganda and Israeli talking points to humanity, lest they are exposed for some depravity they privately did. These beasts should understand that if you want to also be designated as enemy of mankind, like Israel actually is, as shown in their plans in the Epstein files, will continue your complicity in genocide and whatever other evil schemes you are plotting together against the world. You are all actually on the trajectory to that heinous title, enemy of mankind, a designation from the peoples of the world. So let nobody be intimidated by the malicious utterances of these mass murderers. I myself already declared Israel to be an enemy of mankind because of its bloody barbarities against all of us. As a former United Nations volunteer myself in peacekeeping, what I can add is that it is not Madame Francesca Albanese who is murdering and starving people. Go and talk to the blood-stained, idiotic, racist, bigot friend of yours who thinks they are superior to the rest of humanity. I urge the people of Europe and America to never forget these evil leaders of yours who have come out to try and silence Madame Albanese and countless other people. No matter how long it takes, never forget their names, because all these depraved Zionist henchmen must be kicked out of public office in every single election in the next 5 years going forward, so that we don't have to live through the toxic utterances that we have been hearing from them for the last 3 years. And once they are out, each one of them must face accountability in a court of law for their complicity in genocide, accountability for their genocidal intent, and accountability for their reign of terror and intimidation against those who simply ask them to stop killing people. Please save all the evidence against them and let the clock start ticking now. Thank you.
Anyone who is committing crimes against humanity is an enemy of humanity, period. And support for Israel that is not based on tolerance and justice, but rather on religious supremacism and racial bigotry, is support that is simply based on hate.